Hey YouTube, welcome back to Homestead on the Hill, and in this video I'm going to be talking to you about all the things that we've made with our pallets, including different structures that we built, different play things for our goats, and different fencing that we've used. So yeah, let's get into it. Alright, let's talk about the major thing that you really need to do, and that is pallets. Now, a good way to look for pallets is you can just find them out like a local company. Like we found one at a trucker company. We've also found some at our local mill. They just lay them out on the, basically in the parking lot, and you can just pick them up and take them. Like you see those pallets that I just played a little clip of. So that's mainly the first thing, and there's just a little tip if you want to find pallets. And then we can start off. So right behind me, this is one of our goat play structures and just one of their little houses. This is made up, mainly the house part is made up of 3 pallets, or actually no, sorry, 4 pallets, and it's basically just a box without a front, and then a pallet on top of that box. So, and then behind it we just made some more pallets just to let the goats jump up on it so they can actually get up on it. And so far they really like, goats really like hanging on above the high ground. They like having higher elevation so they can see over top of predators. So yeah, if you it's really good play structure to build. And then we just put some like boards so they can't fall through it. The goats' hooves, they don't break them when they fall. Yeah, so it's really good play structure if you want to just have one for your goats. Definitely recommend it. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, now this structure right behind me, this is the goat's main structure. So whenever it rains or snows or just any weather problems, they like to run in here, and it really does protect them. You can kind of see there's little holes, but I mean we have boards, so really any rain gets in there. If it does, it's just a little bit around the sides, but then just have a roof on top of that it just drains down. I might actually build a water catchment system that you can place upon the top, because it's really just, I mean, it would be a good way to collect water. So yeah, this is, we just placed pallets around, because this used to be our meat turkey structure without the pallets, and we actually used to have those, but we might get back into them, I don't know. But we just put pallets around them, and the goats really enjoy it. It gives them also sun too. So yeah, let's move on to the next one. Well, this next one I'm actually in because this is probably the biggest structure of pallets, out of pallets we've ever built. And this is our hay barn, or hay shed that we like to call it, because this is where we store our hay. And it wasn't that hard to build, actually. We just had to, really the main things that costed us money was really building the roof. And we just put a tin metal roof on there. It does sound pretty loud when it rains, but keeps the goats dry, and whenever it storms really bad, but they just run here, eat some hay, and chill. And then we also put 2 of their feed buckets in here. So yeah, it's really not a bad option if you're looking to build a bigger structure for your goats. Definitely recommend it. Alright, like I just talked about, we do have a hay thing that we made out of pallets too. Now these are not your probably average pallets, they're pretty small, but I'm almost positive you can make this with the bigger pallets anyway. But we just kind of made as you can see, it's in the corner, so we didn't have to build the 2 more sections, but we just made we just made a almost arrow point and just stick the hay right down there. Cut, and we did cut like 2 holes so they can reach kind of everywhere you can see, but works really good. So man, I'm kind of in the sun, my bad. I was like glowing right there, but yeah, that's definitely one of the options you can also do with pallets. Alright, now another thing that we have done with pallets is actually a pallet fence. Now you can see we just, this is in the front of the goat pen structure. You can see the main house is right there. But we just kind of lined pallets up, screwed them together. I don't know why I did that, but, and then we just put stakes and posts, and that helps support them so they didn't fall over time. But yeah, it keeps, and we do have a fence right here, but it does keep the goats like out if we didn't even have a fence. So that's another way you can fence in goats, and they most likely wouldn't escape from this unless you had like a play thing right next to it and they could jump over the fence with that play. But yeah, it's definitely a good way to fence in goats. Definitely recommend it, and it doesn't really cost that much money, so it's very money-saving way to fence in goats. Now I know I've talked a lot about fencing with goats, but you can also do this with chickens right here. Like we found this pallet that just has boards and no gaps really in between them, and that's a perfect chicken like fencing. But the only thing is they can fly over it, so we put this tarp. But this is how we mainly hold our chickens in. And then, this other one right behind me, it's more of an enclosed area, like a containment. If we have like a sick chicken or any hurt chicken, then we can put that in there, and maybe put like another chicken in there, but so it won't be alone. But yeah, they're really great ways to fence in and put chickens in. Like I've seen people build coops out of pallets. I'm looking into trying that, like build a small mini coop, like maybe a mobile, so we can move them out to like a field or something. So definitely doesn't have to be for goats, it can also be for chickens too. Alright, now it's kind of the end of the video. It's pretty sad because, well, I came out here after I was doing something and we couldn't find all 4 chicks, and we found 3 of the 4. And I found the 4 just on the ground here in the goat pen, just kind of huddled up. It wasn't dead, but I looked really anywhere to see if I could like see any like injuries or anything. But I found one on the leg, and it was like pretty bloody, and I didn't think the leg was broken, but over time, I'll explain more what I thought, and over time it seemed like the leg was broken, but took it in, and I'll show you a little clip. We put some different like antibiotics on her, and then we put her back in like a little containing area with food and water. But just probably that next day, she kept getting weaker and weaker, and she survived through the night that day. But then next day she just felt, I picked her up, she felt light, and when I tried to like put her down, she just would kind of like lean over, and at that point I just knew that it was probably all gonna go down the drain, and she was losing life. So that said, we did lose a chick, but we still have 3. But yeah, it's pretty sad. You just definitely don't want to have that happen. I don't know what happened to it. Like I said, it did have a like bruised leg, but it just wasn't good. So just wanted to let you guys all know that. But yeah, just but things like that can happen when you have chicks and the hen with everybody. There can be some fights, but like if you hear those chickens squawking in the background, that's actually the mother protecting her chicks. The other hens necessarily aren't trying to get the chicks, but they're just getting too close to the chicks so that the mother then kind of goes after those hens and tells them not to. And she tells them not to go near the chicks. So yeah, like I said, I just wanted to let you guys know that. Pretty sad, but yeah. So that's all about kind of the updates around here. And then we are, yeah. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.